Ginger. I am here with a music review. This time it is 6 a.m. Prayers for the Blessed, Volume 2. This is the second album that they've come out with this year. The one that came out earlier this year, it was probably during the summer, I guess. It's all starting to become a blur. Was Prayers for the Damned, Volume 1. And I will say it's both of these albums are very cohesive. This could have been a double album in my opinion. This one wasn't quite as dark, and I think that's what they were getting at. You know, the dark sort of visceral type of music was on Prayers for the Damned, and then Prayers for the Blessed there's still some hard rocking stuff on here, but there's a little more, there's some love songs on here and things. Of course, I really liked the first album. I like this album. It's not, even though Nikki Sixx is in it and he writes the music, it's not Motley Crue by any stretch of the imagination. Like I said in the previous video, which I will have a card for in one of these corners. And so some of my favorites are Barbarians was the first song. Barbarians, and then it's parentheses, Prayers for the Blessed, which actually was a very good way. Like if you're listening to both of these back to back, it was a really good way to sort of bring both of them together, because the last song on the first album was Rise of the Melancholy Empire. So they kind of weave in there pretty well together. Then I also really liked the We Will Not Go Quietly, which is apparently the theme song for some gangland show on A&E. I've never watched it. I really liked Catacombs, which is the 6th cut on here, and it was actually a transition between 5, the Devil's Coming, and 7, That's Gonna Leave a Scar, which was really good too. It was an instrumental sort of segue between those two songs. And I also liked Suffocate a whole lot. And like I said, there's a lot of really sort of driving rock music on here, but then there were a couple of sort of love type songs, but there was only one that was kind of moderately tempoed. And when it started playing, you know, I picked up the CD and I was looking to see what song it was, and it's called Without You. And I thought, okay, well, then it started playing and I was like, that sounds really familiar. And then it got into the chorus and I was like, oh my God. I guarantee you that 6 a.m. is covering the Badfinger song from 1970, but I'm 43, so people who are like in their mid 40s to like their late 30s will remember this song being done by Air Supply.
Live if living is without you.
And so that's what I heard. Now, it is not the same, okay? It is a really good rock version of that song. Because the Air Supply version is really sappy. Like most Air Supply songs were. Really sappy and just over the top. But the one that the version that 6 a.m. does in here is really awesome. It's still a love song, but still rocking at the same time. So, like I said, these are really good. If you haven't got both of these, go ahead and pick them up. It really should have been a double album released at the same time, because they're two very cohesive albums. So pick it up. 6 a.m.'s Prayers for the Blessed, Volume 2. It is out now. Alright, so give this a thumbs up if you enjoy these music reviews. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so you can come back and sit for a spell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.